Very good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
All right, so how are you doing?
Doing good, ma'am.
Good, ma'am.
Doing well,
Fine,
ma'am.
ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Okay, let me open up the presentation for you. Give me a minute. So we just completed the presentation number 2, right? So we have to start with presentation number 3. Let me share the screen with you all. Can everyone see the screen which I'm sharing?
Yes, ma'am.
මම share කරන screen එක හැමෝටම පේනවද?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Okay. So in this presentation, we will be discussing these topics about the jobs, about the numbers, and the numbers in the sense the pronunciations of the numbers, telling the time, and as well as doing the review one. Whatever the topics which we have discussed so far will be reviewed as well. Okay, let's start with the jobs. All right. So let's say that you need to know about others' jobs, and there are different types of jobs in the world, right? So if you want to know about others' jobs, how will you ask from them? ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ අනිත් අයගෙන් කොහොමද අහන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන් මොනවද කරන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ජොබ් එක මොකක්ද කියලා. நீ மத்தவங்ககிட்ட எப்படி கேட்பீங்க அவங்க ஜாப் என்னது அவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்க சொல்லி how will you ask? Okay, let's say that you need to know about their jobs. Okay, you need to know about their jobs. So how will you ask from them? What will you say?
What are you doing for living?
Okay.
What is your job?
Right.
Where do you work?
Okay.
What is the career?
Mm-hmm. What else? Any other ways to ask? අනිත් අයගේ ජොබ් එක මොකක්ද කියලා කොහොමද දැනගන්නේ ඔයා? කොහොම අහලාද ඔයා දැනගන්නේ?
What is your designation?
Right. Okay. Excellent.
What about your career?
Okay.
What is your occupation?
Yes. Yes. Okay. We can agree with all the questions that you all mentioned. We can even ask, what do you do for living? What is your occupation? What is your profession? What is your job? What's your career? What's your post? Or what's your position? What are you doing? Yes. So now you can understand for simple one question. අපිට ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ job එක මොකක්ද කියලා තමයි දැනගන්න අවශ්‍ය. அவங்களோட jobs என்ன அவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்கன்றதான் தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம். But we can ask many different questions to get the same answer. What do you do for living? They would say what they do. What is the occupation? They would state what is their occupation. So in order to know or in order to get an answer, yes, we can ask in different ways. So English language is a very rich language where we can use different words, different vocabulary to make the language to happen to communicate. Then සිම්පල් ක්වෙස්චන් එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ජොබ් එක ගැන අහගන්න එක ක්වෙස්චන් එකක් තමයි අහන්න පුළුවන් කියලා නැහැ ඉංග්‍රීසි ලැන්ග්වේජ්ல. இங்கிலீஷ் லாங்குவேஜ் இங்கிலீஷ் லாங்குவேஜ்ல ஒரு சிம்பிள் கொஸ்டின் அதே ஸ்பெசிபிக் கொஸ்டின் தான் கேட்கணும். அந்த ஆன்சர் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு அந்த இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் எடுக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு சிம்பிள் கொஸ்டின் தான் கேட்கணும் இல்லை. லாங்குவேஜ் இங்கிலீஷ் லாங்குவேஜ் இஸ் a rich language. You can use many vocabulary, you can use different types of sentences, you can use different types of questions as well. Yeah. So we could use any of these questions to know about their profession. All right. Can you give me some examples of jobs and professions that you know? உங்களாண்ட தான jobs and professions මොනවාද? உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்ச jobs and professions என்ன இருக்குது? Give some examples.
Teaching.
Engineer.
Okay.
Doctor.
Okay.
Collector. Pilot.
Right. Okay.
Accountant.
Postman.
Right.
Engineer.
Nursing.
Yes.
Driver.
Okay.
Carpenter. Painting.
Accountant. Finance manager.
Right.
Software engineer.
Banker.
Manager.
Yes.
Farmer.
General manager.
Yes. What else? Others, come on. I only can hear few voice.
Cleaner.
Yes.
Journalist.
Yes.
Manager.
Yeah. Manager has been repeated many times. What else?
Air hostess.
Definitely.
Teacher. Lecturer.
Lecturer. Yeah.
Principal.
Okay.
Logistic.
Travel guide.
Sorry.
Travel guide.
Right. Okay. Good. All right, everyone. Now, there are some answers in the meeting chat as well. Let's look at them. We have doctor, teacher, accountant, engineer, athlete. Okay. Police officer, scientist, driver, chef, woodmaker. It's carpenter. Yeah. Mechanic, pharmacist, salesperson, okay, salesman, okay, secretary, soldier, pilot, professor, farmer, good, tailor, yes, excellent. Okay,
Security.
apart from these, okay, apart from these, you should know other professions as well. So in the class, we only can discuss few, right? With this activity, of course, we did discuss few profession, but try to know more about the different types of professions. Okay, you can improve your knowledge with that as well. There are many types of professions in the world, so try to get to know them as well. Okay, then we discuss කරපු professions ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. So make sure that you get to know about those professions as well. Learn about the different types of professions, what they do, what they do not know. Yeah, plumber is another profession, carpenter. So there are different types of professions as well. Yes, cleaners, definitely. Okay. So let's see how to communicate with strangers in respect to getting to know about any of their information, more specifically their job, to know about their job. Yeah. So if we are asking from a female, from a lady, we have to use this type of word. What's her job? It means if I'm not speaking to her directly, මම එයාත් එක්ක directly කතා කරන්නේ නැත්නම් මම වෙන කෙනෙක් එක්ක කතා කරන්නේ ඒත් එයාගේ job එක මොකක්ද කියලා මට දැනගන්න අවශ්‍යයි. நான் இவங்களோட டைரக்டா கதைக்கிறேன் இல்ல, பட் இவங்களோட ப்ரொஃபஷன் என்ன, ஜாப் என்னன்னு எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சுக்கொள்ளணும். So I will be speaking to some other person about this lady. So I would ask, what's her job in that case? What's her job? Or else if I know, I can mention her name. What does she do? Okay, what does she do gives two different meaning. It gives as to know about their job, to know about their profession, and also එයාගේ job එකේ මොනවාද කරන්නේ. So it gives two meaning. In the lady, அவங்க jobல என்ன பண்றாங்க? What does she do? It gives two meaning. So we could say she is a police officer. And what does she do? She manages the headquarters or something like that, or any department. Yeah. And what's his job? It's masculine. We use his. And once again, I'm not speaking to this person directly. මම මෙයාත් එක්ක directly කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. මෙයාගෙන තව එක්කෙනෙක්ගෙන් තමයි අහන්නේ. In the person අපතේ අන්නතර පිටකන් කතා කරා. So I could ask, what's his job? If I know his name, I could mention. And what does he do? I even can ask this way. He is a cricketer. Yes, cricketer is also a profession. Sports people are also earning using their sport. He is a cricketer. He plays for Sri Lankan national team. So that is their profession. And when it comes to a group of people, if you want to know any information about them, we have to use the plural form as well. So when it comes to plural form, there, it is a general word to use it for female or male as well. இது general use பண்ண முடியும் இந்த word to talk about them. May word එක general එක use කරන්න පුළුවන්. Either it could be feminine or masculine. What are their jobs? Or what do they do? They are laborers. They work for a construction company. They are laborers. You could see men are there, women are there, right? They are laborers. They work for a construction company. Right. I have a question for you. Look at this image and guess what her job could be, or what her profession could be. Look at this image. Use the clues. Use the clues of this image. Image එක බලන්න මේකේ තියෙන clues use කරලා இந்த image එක clues use பண்ணி guess what her job would be. And you can mention what does she do as well.
He is a clerk.
Okay.
He's a typist.
Right.
She is a accounting management.
Okay. Others, come on. What are your guesses? Yes, can we get some more answers? Um, okay. IT assistant, accountant, lawyer. Okay. Others? Any different profession? No idea?
Manager.
Officer.
Manager. Officer, what type of officer could be? Yes, yes. I have a guess. It's a job. Yeah, I know it's a job. But what type of job is she doing? What's her profession? Data entry operator. Okay. Okay, she's a personal advisor of her boss. Okay, right. Any different guesses? No? All right. So look at the clues. Look at the clues. What can you understand? Is she inside an office room,
Design.
or else is that person is inside a room?
Designer.
Who is inside a room? Is that man inside the room, or is this lady inside a room? Come on, guys, give me some answers.
Lady.
The lady is inside a room. Sure.
He is a private secretary.
Right. Yeah. So, according to this image, we have to learn the clues. This man is inside a room, so which means he is in a higher position. The door has been opened in the inside way, and we could see that she is operating a document, having a landline, typing, printers there. So most of the time, she could be a secretary or any kind of assistant, maybe a data entry operator, any sort of assistant. Yeah. So likewise, when you come across different professionals, make sure you read what they do. ඒගොල්ලෝ මොනවාද කරන්නේ කියලා බලා ගන්න. So that in that case, you will understand, okay, what's their role. When it comes to accountant, they might be working with numbers, they might be tallying the all accounts. So there are certain functions. එක එක professionals responsibilities තියෙනවා. So you have to know the responsibilities as well. Yeah. Okay, she was a bank employee, we could say that. All right. So learn more about the different types of professions that you will come across. Let's move on to the numbers pronunciation. Okay. So you could say there are three different number patterns in the right, left, and the middle. Let's start with the right one. So these are simple numbers, small numbers. 1, 10, 11, 12. 1, 10, 11, 12. Okay, when it comes to this and this pronunciation, some students get confused. May pronunciation ටිකක් වෙනස්. இந்த ரெண்டு pronunciation are different on the but some students get the confusion. Let's see what will be the differences. So we pronounce this number to be 13, teen. We drag it. Teen, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Remember, double EN, you have to drag the sound. Sound එක drag කරන්න ඕනේ. Now this one, we don't drag, just TY. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. We don't drag. Okay, remember the sounds. 13, 30, 14, 40, 15, 50, 16, 60, 17, 70, 18, 80, 19, 90. Okay, remember the pronunciation. Right, these are small numbers, no any issues with that. Let's move on to the large numbers. So after teens and tens, we'll be moving on to 100. The 100 will have 2 zeros. 100 will have 2 zeros. But if there are 3 zeros, it will be 1000. 1000. And if there are 4 zeros, the number will become 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 90,000. And if we add another 10,000, it will become 100,000. 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000, 700,000, 800,000. Yeah. Now, after 900,000, if we add another zero, if there are 6 zeros, it will become million. Usually we say 10 lakhs, but it is not the correct way. ලක්ෂ 10ක් කියලා කියන්නේ පත්ලෙච්චමෙන් ඉස්සලුවම්. So that is equivalent to 1 million. This is equivalent to 1 million. Yeah. ලක්ෂ 10ට කියන්නේ 1 million කියලා. පත්ලෙච්චத்துக்கு சொல்றது 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 20 million. Yeah, it will go on. And if there are 9 zeros, it is equivalent to billion. Billion. 9 zeros, as you can see. And if there are 12 zeros, of course, it will be called trillion. Trillion. 9 zeros, billion. 12 zeros, trillion. These are large numbers. Be clear. 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. We don't say 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs. It's 100,000. Yeah. Because if you can multiply 100 into 1,000, it will be 100,000. And then million, billion, trillion. These are large numbers. Okay. Is everyone clear with the large numbers?
Yes, madam.
හැමෝටම පැහැදිලිද?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, darling. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see if you are clear or not as well. We have a small activity to do. I want you to name these numbers. Name these numbers. Name these large numbers. And then let's discuss the answers. Do the activity. Name these large numbers in your notebook. Write these numbers and write the names of these numbers. And then let's discuss. Let's take around 5 to 6 minutes time. Is the activity clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Others, come on.
Yes, ma'am.
இந்த நம்பர்ஸ் வேர்ட்ஸ்ல எழுதுங்க. நாங்க வேர்ட்ஸ் இப்ப டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிருக்கிறோம் லார்ஜ் நம்பர்ஸ்க்கு என்ன சொல்றதுன்னு சொல்லி. ஸோ யூஸ் தட் நாலேஜ் அண்ட் ரைட் த நேம்ஸ். ஓகே, ரைட், லெட்ஸ் டிஸ்கஸ் இன் அரௌண்ட் 5 to 6 minutes. Right, let's wait few minutes for others as well. Yeah, let's take another 2 minutes. All right, everyone, shall we discuss? Yes, everyone, shall we discuss?
Okay, ma'am.
All right. The first one. Can you name the first large numbers?
34,230.
Okay. Others? Come on, give some answers to the first one.
34,230.
34,230.
Right. Others? We need answers. There are more than 50 students. Yeah. Come on.
34,230.
Okay. I see only 2 answers in the meeting chat as well. Come on. Others, are you all in the class?
230.
Yes, Razman. Good.
34,230.
Okay.
34,230.
Right. All right. How about the second one? Yes. What's the answer for the second one?
873,120.
Okay. Others?
873,120.
All right.
873,120.
873,120.
Okay. We have some answers in the chat from Shuhada, Akila, and Rashida. How about others? Why aren't you all answering and responding? Kashana, okay. Yes, you all can unmute as well. All right. How about the third one?
873,120.
Right.
10,043.
10,043.
10,043.
10,043.
Okay.
10,043.
Right. Okay, excellent, guys. Those who are answering, good job. And those who are not, I'm not sure what to say. And we have some answers in the chat as well from Ilma, Akila, Fashana, Shihara, Abhinaja. Yeah, good job. Next, how about the fourth one?
7,340,200.
Okay, and this?
7,340,200. 7,340,200.
7,340,200.
Okay.
7,340,200.
Right. Others? What are your answers?
7,000,000
There are some answers.
40,000 and 200.
Right. There are some answers in the meeting chat from Akila, Jasmine, Ilma, Shihara, Pashana. Okay. Any different answers? All right. How about the next one?
5,500.
5,500.
5,500.
5,500. 5,500.
Good. How about the last one?
4,567,090.
4,567,090.
4,567,090.
4,567,090.
All right. Good job, everyone. Those who have discussed, let's check the answers as well. In the next slide, I have shared the correct answers. Yeah, check with your answers. Just take a minute and check with your answers. All right. Let's move on to the next topic. So we will be checking about the time. So again, if you need to know about the time, we could ask different questions like what's the time? What time is it? Can you tell me the time, please? So there are different ways. Like earlier, we came across different questions to know about the profession. Likewise, even to ask the time, yes, there are different questions that you could use. Can you tell me the time, please? What is the time? So you can use different questions to know about the time. And we will be discussing about how to tell the time. So there are different ways to tell the time. For an example, like what is the time now, everyone? What time is it now?
8,
Yeah, check the time and tell me.
8:45 p.m.
8:45.
Others, what is the time now?
8:45.
8:45.
8:45.
Yeah. Okay.
8:45.
That's right. That's correct. That's absolutely correct.
8:45 p.m.
Okay, that's absolutely correct. But there's a standard way of telling the time. For an example, let's say the small row of the clock is in 3. and the long arrow is in 12. Yes, we call it the hour time. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. This will denote 3 o'clock, not o'clock. We do pronounce o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, o'clock. That's the pronunciation. And if this arrow move to 5, then we do say it's 5 past 3. It's 5 past 3. Okay, that is the standard way of telling the time. It's 5 past 3. Now, if it is more to the next number, it's 10 past 3. It's 10 past 3 because it's passing the time, yeah? And if it comes to the number 3, we do say it's quarter past 3. It's quarter past 3. Okay, can anyone tell me what is a quarter? Quarter? What is a quarter? Quarter කියන්නේ මොනකටද?
කාල.
Quarter என்றால் என்ன?
Nala.
කාල.
Right. Yes. In a circle, if we divide that into 4, one part of it will be quarter, even if it is a box. It could be anything. If we divide that equally into 4, and one part will be called as quarter. 1/4. That is quarter. Okay. So now in this circle, in this time, we could see this is kind of a quarter. Yeah. So it's quarter past 3. And it's 20 past 3. The next number. It's 25 past 3 and it's half past 3. So this is the half of the time. Yeah. Right. Up to now, I believe it will be clear. We have to use the hour time as the small arrow is in 3. Small arrow එක 3 එකේ තියෙන නිසා small arrow 3 ல இருக்கிறதுனால we will compare the first half time with the 3. I believe you are clear. Is everyone clear? Any doubts up to now?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay. Let's move on. Now, if the arrow is moving to number 7, which means it's moving away from number 3. Okay, so we call it to be, it's 25 to, what's the next hour? It will be 4. The next hour will be 4. So we will compare 4 here now. It's 25 to 4. If the arrow is moving this way here. Now it's closer to end the hour, right? A hour end when langai. And the hour vandu, and the time vandu end ஆக போகுது. So we have to consider the next hour. It's 25 to 4. It's 20 to 4. It's quarter to 4. It's 10 to 4. It's 5 to 4. It's 4 o'clock. That is how it works. The first half will be compared with the current hour, and the second half will be compared with the next hour. You can see here, it's 25 to 4. It's quarter to 4. It's 10 to 4. Right? We are comparing it with 4. Until the first half, we will compare with 3, which means the current hour. But after the first half, we have to compare with the next hour. This is the standard way of telling the time. It does not mean that if you say 8:50 p.m. is incorrect. It's correct. It's absolutely correct, but this is the standard way of telling the time. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay, let's practice a small activity. I want you to identify the correct time. What time is it? We can discuss in 3 or 4 minutes. Go through the timings and recognize the correct time according to the standard way of telling the time. May knowledge එක use කරලා may time මොනවාද කියලා recognize කරගන්න. Okay. What time is it? Take around 3 to 4 minutes and check your knowledge. Yeah, please don't share the answers now. I want all of you to try it. Yeah, if you share the answers, they will simply look at your answers. So just give few minutes for others. Let them try it. Let's discuss in a minute. All right, everyone, let's start the discussion. What time is it? The first one.
¼
7:15.
What time is it?
It's
quarter
past six.
It's 7:15.
It's 7:15.
Right. Excellent. Good job. Others, come on. I need some answers, even in the meeting chat. Only few students are participating.
It is
All right.
7:15.
How about the second one? 7:15. It's correct, dear, but according to the standard
10
way,
to
we have
7.
to use it's
It's
quarter
10
past 7. Yeah?
10 to 8.
It's 10 to 8.
Yeah.
It's 10 to 8.
It's 10 to 8.
Right. That's excellent. Good job. Next.
It's 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
10 to 8.
It's 7 o'clock.
Yes. Good.
7 o'clock.
Excellent. What time is it?
It's quarter to 8.
Quarter to 8.
It's quarter to 8.
It's quarter
Everyone?
to 8. It's quarter to 8.
Right. How about the next? What time is it?
It's 5 past 7.
5 past 7.
It's 7:05.
It's 5 past 7.
Right. Good job. How about the last one?
It's
It's
5
5
to
to
8.
5 to 8.
It's 5 to 8.
It's 5 to 8.
Okay, right. Excellent. Now check the time in the clock and tell me what time is it now? What time is it now? Check the time in the clock and tell me what time is it now?
It is
3 o'clock.
8.
It's 8 to 9.
3 to 8. 3 to 9.
It is 9.
Yes.
3 to 9.
Yes, others? What time is it now? The exact
It is
time
8
which we
to
are in.
9.
8 to 9?
3 to 9.
Yes. It's 3 to 9, yeah? Of course. All right. Good job. Good job, everyone. So we are done with 2 topics, and the next part is the review part. The review is that we have discussed many topics as of now. Yes, greetings, the alphabets, and the countries, nationalities. Yeah. So we have to do a review to recap what we have learned, so that if you even have some doubts, you can clear it out. If not, we can do some more practice. So let's start the review in the next class. We can start something fresh. And today we did discuss jobs, numbers, telling the time topics. So remember, jobs, you have to learn more jobs. You have to learn the names of certain professions and also the responsibilities in each profession. So you can understand about it. And numbers, work well with the numbers. Use the numbers well, like if it is 100,000, use that word. Don't use 1 lakh, 2 lakh. That is not standard way of telling the large numbers. Yeah. And 1 million, 2 million, use that type of standard way of telling the numbers. And of course the time, simply saying it's 8:50, 8:55 is correct, but the standard way is what I recommend. Yeah. All right. Any doubts, any questions about the today's topic which we have discussed?
No, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
All right, everyone. So we'll start the review in the next class, and let's wind up the class here. So have a great night ahead. Thank you for joining, and see you in the next class. May God bless you all, everyone. Take care.
Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am. Thank you.
ஒருத்தனே சாப்பிட மாட்டேங்கிறாரு